you've got kind of a mix of Americana, rock, country, pop. And so when you sit down to write, are you already hearing those themes, or does that kind of a thing that happens later in the studio?
A little of both. Often on those songs that kind of just come to me, I hear it very clearly. Sometimes we're massaging that a little bit. But, as I hear a melody, often I'll hear a song and think, oh, I really like the vibe of that song. Let me try to write something that taps into that vibe. It's not like that song in that sense, but it has the same feel maybe. So I'm very much influenced that way. I'll hear, if I like a song that's on that album, River City, is a pretty good song, I think. And it comments on some very real things about the angst that we see in the country now sometimes. But again, it has a positive outlook as well. There's trouble in River City, trouble for miles around. But it's got a kind of a Springsteen vibe, because at the time I wrote it, I had been listening to Springsteen. I'm like, I hear that sort of influence, that ethos around it. And that happens a lot. Outside Looking In, that happened with Outside Looking In too. And I can't remember what kind of vibe I was listening to at the time, but we all do that, I think, and you just tap into a feeling. Absolutely.
You have to watch. If you're a songwriter, you have to be something like a sponge, at least for ideas. But musically, you'll do the same thing. If I sit and listen, I love bluegrass music, and I know that's not for everybody, but
I like it too.
If I listen to enough of it, I'll spit out 2 or 3 bluegrass songs. And I play 5-string banjo too, so it'll be a bad 2 weeks for my wife when that happens.
We're going bluegrass. Actually, I love bluegrass. In the mountains of North Carolina, which I spent a lot of time there, bluegrass was certainly a big deal. But you're right. If you put on anything, any genre, and if I listen to it for an hour, I'm going to start hearing songs in that genre. Or hearing melodies in that genre. You just can't help it.